Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your October, and if you're here, that means that you must have seen last week's episode, which we went over some skincare essentials. Now, I've been telling you guys about how important skincare is before your makeup, so if you have not watched that, please go see it because it is so helpful, especially if you are a girly like me who loves skincare and loves makeup to look like skin. Check it out. I have some really awesome tips to share in terms of just how to do your skincare and have your makeup sit beautifully. So, we're gonna do makeup together. I'm so excited to share with you guys some new products that I just got in and wanted to try them out with you. These are things that I have been hearing very good things about, and I've had these on my wish list for a little bit now. I didn't want to just buy it for shits and gigs. And my birthday's coming up in about 2 months. I'm very excited. I think this is the first year where I've been actually really excited for my birthday. And it's crazy because I turned 30 last year, but I wasn't as excited as I am this year. I think this year I am a little bit more excited because so much has changed. I feel like my energy has shifted quite a bit from last year, and when I turned 30, I feel like I was kind of scared of just being 30. I think not, how do I say it? When you're young, you just think of age very differently. And I think that 30 was, it just seemed really, it seemed old when I was really little. I remember I have two older sisters, and the oldest and I are 7 years apart. And the other one, so it's two who are 18 months apart, and then I am 7 and then 6 years younger than my other sister. And they were always the older sisters, and I remember when they were 26, 27, I thought they were so grown. And I always thought they were just so much older. And then you hit an age where you're kind of similar in mentality. When I was a teenager, I was still so immature compared to them. But now I'm 30, and I feel like now is when we're kind of all the same age. And that's scary. I'm 30, my other sister's 36, and the other's 37. And I think now is the first time that we're kind of experiencing the same things in life, getting married, one of my sisters is a mom already, the other one is about to be a mom for the first time. So, and obviously Kenny and I just got married, and that is the obvious next step for us. And it's finally that time when we're all just going through similar seasons. And that to me means, damn, what happened? Where did the years go? It just feels like I'm just grown and mature. And I think 30 was scary because of that for me. But a lot has changed. I feel like I've grown into myself a little bit in my 30, my year of turning 30. I feel like I've definitely have evolved in many ways. But this year I'm excited because I feel like I'm stepping into this era of your 30s, and I think you grow a sort of confidence in yourself. You also learn to let go a little bit. You start to understand your childhood traumas a little bit better and start to be a little bit more patient with yourself. And I think for me, I started doing all of that and just really, really focusing in my mental health, doing the things that give me life, like eating well, moving my body, simple things, protecting my energy, hanging out with people that really bring me out, bring the good in me, and stepping away and moving away from things that don't align with my highest self. So I feel like this year was really, there was a lot of growth done. And I'm really happy about that. And I feel a different energy, I feel it. I feel it and I see it in every aspect of my life now. Things are starting to make sense. And I think that is the essence of 30s, is you step into this new energy of really going deep. And it's incredible too, because I feel like my closest friends are all in that mindset. And I think that's what essentially makes us friends, right? We all have that like energy. Like one of my best friends who grew up with, and she is currently in Hawaii living her best life, but she also has gone through some crazy growth. And it's just so nice to see people like growing and evolving, and I love it. I'm embracing getting older now, which I didn't before. So, growth. Now, okay, I'm getting some things out here that I realized that I should have probably done before I started the video. But did my skincare, everything is good to go. Chloe, you could probably see that. So I'm gonna go in right away. I feel like I have a hair in my mouth. My skin is like so prepared that it's like attracting like things that there's just stick. Okay, I also realized that I didn't open my package, so just doing that really quick. I swear I'm usually more prepared than this. All right, what did I get? I'm really excited for these. I really hope that I got the right color. Okay, first things first, I am not usually like someone who keeps up with spray tans too much. I used to be really obsessed with them, but today I kind of hide from the sun because I started seeing age spots and my freckles have been going crazy. As you can see, I'm still in the healing stages of a freckle removal procedure I just had done in my era of consistently hiding from the sun to not make it worse. So I got this really cool product that I saw that would be really cool and was really interesting to me to try. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's Dolce Glow by Isabel Elisa Hydrating Mist Self-Tanning Water. And the application is, can you guys see that? So I really like how that misted. It's really cool. So I wonder how this is gonna go. I saw some people doing this like right over their makeup. I think I'm gonna try that. So we're gonna do that after. But what I really am excited for is these two products here. So I have not tried any of these products before, but this is the Chanel blush. It's the one that you have to squeeze out a little bit. Let's see. And then it goes on like liquid. And it has these like little crystals. Okay, that's a really pretty color. So I wonder if you have to keep, I guess when you apply it, you should put it on your hand or something, because you really need to kind of like mix it. It's a really pretty color though. I think I got the color like peach. Let's see, does it say it? Probably on this. Intense Coral. So it's a really pretty, I wonder how it dries. So we're gonna find that out. Okay, so that's a lot of product. That was, I think, 2 pumps. So I don't think you need that much. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, I feel like I need to wipe this off. Hold on. Okay, just wipe that off. That was a lot. Okay, this one is also one that I'm so excited to try, but I really hope that I got, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Oh my god. Okay, well that is like a tiny amount of product. This just came off, so that was weird. I don't think that was meant to happen. But this is the Dior Stick Foundation. I've heard so many good reviews on this, so I wanted to try it. And I heard that it's the best if you do it mixed with some road glazing milk. So that's what we're gonna try today. So I just really hope that I got the right shade because I was in between two, but I put in like their helper and I put in my Estee Lauder color that is 2NC, and it has some like rosy, you know, neutral tones. So this one is the one that they recommended that is the closest match. So we're gonna see, this one is a 1CR. So I'm gonna see if this is actually a good match. So I'm gonna put some product on my hand here, like so. It actually seems like it might be. Let's see. And then I heard that if you mix that product with some road glazing milk, it becomes like a divine color. So let's see, I'm gonna just warm that up and get it all over my favorite brush. And now look, let's see if it gives any good coverage to my area of where I had the procedure done. Okay, it's really lightweight. I don't know if I put too much on, but it's actually a pretty good skin tone match. So far, I kind of like it. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more on. I kind of really like this. I feel like there's not a lot of product that comes in here though. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. I feel like I will go through this quite a bit. So I'm just gonna put like one drop because I feel like I put too much before. Oops. And then just warm that in there. Actually, maybe, let's see. So it's definitely buildable. This is definitely my color. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be too light, but I think it like is kind of perfect. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I think maybe actually it is. That is really nice. I really like that. I always like to put some on my lid too. I wonder though how this is going to sit with other products. So let's see. So far, I really like this finish. It's super buildable. It's really nice and creamy. And I think that mixing it with the road glazing milk definitely makes a really big difference. Like I only had put one drop before, and I think that a few more drops to make it a little bit more workable. But I have seen people put the stick right on their face, and it does seem like it is more coverage when you do it that way. But I think you also waste a lot of product. So I think that the glazing milk is definitely the way to go about it. And I'm going to bring some down to my neck too. Okay. I really like that finish. Now I wonder if this is a good product, and I'm thinking it is, to do when you underpaint, because it's so nice when you mix it with the glazing milk. I really did like that. That was so good. Okay. I'm really happy about that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my bronzer. Now, you guys have heard it before. You'll probably hear it again. I am obsessed with West Atelier, and specifically these two colors for their bronzing. I think it's truffle and biscuit. It's just my favorite. It's so good, and I think that when you mix it together, it makes the most perfect contour color. because you're mixing both a cool and a warmer tone, and it's just so pretty. Now I love getting the Mario two head brush here. I think this brush is one of the best ones. I'm gonna try putting just like one drop. These are already pretty creamy, but I'm gonna try putting one drop because low key really loved the texture that I got when I added that. That was really nice. So I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer just to give a little bit of dimension. I personally like to focus everything more high on my cheekbones. I think it gives it more of a like snatched look versus a more defined. Oh, I keep getting hair on my face. Okay, it's really nice. It's so nice with the glazing milk. I'm obsessed. And I always like warming things up on my hands. I think it does give you a little bit more control, and it does also like buffer out some of the product a little bit more, so it gets a little bit more surface area of your brush. In my opinion, it's a really great technique, and it's a technique that I've actually seen Mary Phillips use quite a bit. And now I'm gonna just use the remainder. I have a lot on my hand still, so I'm just gonna try to pick up as much as I can here just to give myself just a little buffer on my eyelids. Now I'm feeling like this is a very glowy look, and I really like it. I love a good glowy look. And now I'm gonna go in with that amazing Chanel blush, and I'm gonna give myself one pump this time because 2 pump was crazy. And I'm gonna use the same brush, but I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna use the smaller end of the brush, and I'm just gonna warm this up and mix it on my hand. I feel like I actually might need a little bit more product. Just a little bit more, because it kind of blended in with my bronzer. So let's see. That's such a pretty color. Okay, I think I got enough. Then I'm gonna start high. This is really nice. They had also like a pinker color that I think I want to try now. Okay, this is really pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyes. I always like to put the same like blush and shadow color. I think it's so pretty to kind of like tie it all in together. That's okay, so that's extremely blendable. That's really nice. I really like that. But yeah, a little goes a long way with this, for sure. That's really pretty. And now to go over everything and kind of give myself a little bit more definition, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite concealers. This is from the Estee Lauder. I think my color for this one is 1C, which is like a cooler pinky tone. And I like to pick up the product just like so, kind of like buffing it out a little bit, just like we do with the other products. And I'm going to use this step as a brightening and kind of like fixing any overages in a way. Any areas where I kind of put a little bit too much bronzer or a little bit too much blush, this is where I kind of go in and just reshape everything very lightly. So you could tell there's not a lot of product here, but it has a generous amount that still will just give you a good little buffer. Now, I always have redness around my nose, so that's an area that I also love to kind of go in at this step. And then I always bring everything down, like into my chin area, just to give it a little bit more of that like highlight-esque look. Now, my under eyes is where I really like to kind of focus on not putting too much product in there. Again, we're 30 years old, we're girlies with fine lines, and we don't want to enhance those lines by making your product crease. So something I like to do is keep this area like super minimal when it comes to product. And this is a great way to kind of have some control of that. And I like to kind of buffer this out and then bring that up into your temple area, always giving you that like lifted look that we love. It's super skin-like. I'm obsessed. It's super good. I really like how the foundation and the Westman Atelier products are all kind of blending in and working together. It's really, really nice. Okay, now I'm going to go in just a little bit more back in with a little bit of that blush, just to retouch some areas that may be a little bit too much concealer. So always kind of like giving it a look to see how it's looking, and then going back and retouching any little spots here that we want to just give a little bit more attention to. So I really love the way this is all coming together. And I think now is the step where I would go in with a good bronzer. And I'm going to use one of my favorite bronzers of all time. This is like my special occasion bronzer because it's so good. And I really hope that this never goes out of stock. I don't know what I would do without it, but it is the Victoria Beckham bronzer, and I think I have shade 2. So it has like a cooler and warmer tone both available, and I love to mix these. And I use the same brush that I had used for all of my cream products. I feel like it just makes such a difference when you're using the same brush for everything, because it carries through and it mixes and blends in a little bit better. And this is a strong bronzer, so tap out the excess because it will give you kind of like a spotty look with any product, really. Now I'm gonna just do a little bit of contouring around my chin, and I like to focus like right behind the ear and then bringing it down and doing the same thing to the other side, and then always bringing down my product so it blends in to your neck very seamlessly. We don't want any weird harsh lines, so anything that we do to the face we always want to bring down to the neck as well. I'm going to pick a little bit more product up. Same thing, tapping out the excess. And then I'm going to focus on these areas here right by the hairline, making sure that I'm dabbing away and making a good blending. I like to tap my brush in. I feel like it gives me a little bit more control. That looks really nice. I like that. I'm going to use another Mario brush that is also dual head. This one is the F1, so it has more of like a denser brush here and then a smaller, denser one too. So I'm going to use this smaller, denser one. I'm going to pick up a little bronzer, tap it out, and I'm going to just kind of re-enhance my nose just a tad bit more. And this is just giving you just a little bit of a nose job. I love to just like go in with a little bit of a contour on the nose. I think it does give kind of like a really chic look and finished everything. And then same thing with the eyes. Like I'd love to go in with like a little bit of bronzer and kind of just outline my eyes right above that like crease right there. I think it makes such a difference to opening your eyes up. And then I also bring this all the way down here. Again, always wanting to make the eyes look bigger. I have a problem where my eyes sometimes look really squinty. So I like anything that makes my eyes like look wider and more open and more awake. Especially with having so much allergies, I feel like I'm always like, my eyes are always really forcing itself. Okay, love how everything is looking. Now I want to go in with a little bit more blush, but we're going to go in with a powdered blush. And today I'm going to use Bake Up by Mario. This is the color Mellow Mauve. It's such a pretty pink. I love that. So I'm going to go in with the same brush that I did with the bronzer and all the cream products. And I think I'm just going to go right in with this. It's such a pretty pink. I love it so much. So pretty. And now to kind of like make everything come together, this is one of my favorite products ever. And it is by GRWM. It is their Silk Press. And I'm using the shade 2, and it is just so rich. It has this really amazing shiny finish with ever so slight glitter. So it does have such a beautiful effect on your skin, where wherever you're feeling a little bit oily, this is where I would go in and I would finish this under my eye, on my chin, maybe between my eyebrows here. And when I do under my eye, I want to always look up to make sure that I'm not setting any creases. So always looking up, and then I like to bring it down a little bit, pretty much in every area that I did my highlight. It's like one of my favorite ways to use this. And instantly, like, I love this makeup look. I really love all the products that we use today. I feel like it's giving skin health. It's giving goddess energy. Like, I just need to show you this in natural light. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with how this is looking. And even, like, you could see all of my freckles that I just had the procedure done. So all the little scabs are still, they're still there, but they're covered in a way that I personally don't mind at all. I like it. I think this looks so chic. I mean, it blended well. It worked so well together, all of these products. I love like the color scheme. I do now really want to try the other more pinky tone for this Chanel blush. I think this one is so effortlessly chic. You could probably use this with no bronzer. Like it's that color, you know, that you could just use this with no bronzer. Now I really love a like berry pink, like baby doll pink. So I think I'm gonna try their other ones too. Now I'm like, I really like that. This by far really surprised me. So I think I found my new favorite. And this is hard for me to say because I'm such a hard to please foundation girl. Like, but this one is definitely one of the best ones I have tried so far. Very good. I'm very happy with that. I'm glad. But the problem is now, it is a little pricey, so that's going to be an annoying restock. But I really like it. Oh, almost forgot. I'm going to put this on top of everything and see how it goes throughout the night, because I'm curious if it'll give me a good self-tan. Okay. I'm curious how this is going to work. But that was nice. It like felt like it covered pretty much everything. Okay, so I want to finish this look off with a really lovely lip liner. This is a lip liner that is an investment, but it is just it's so good. It stays in place. Like it's one that it's a special one. So it's one that take your time with it, love it a little bit. It's a good one. It's a color Nude Brawn by Chanel, and it goes on so nicely. The texture, the color, it's just, let me just put it on for you. Like, look at that color. I need to zoom in so you could look. Oh. Like, look at this color. Just no words. It's just so pretty. I love this so much. And it comes with this really nice little end here that you can just clean things up with. I feel like I don't really need it right now. I think that covered it really nicely. It's so nice. You can really tell when you put it on, it doesn't glide as easily, so it doesn't leave as easily. And now I think I'm gonna go in with something like this. It's like a nice gloss. This one's from Lancome, and I really like this one. It's kind of clear. It has like a slight pink to it. Can you see? So I think this is a good one to mix this with. Oh, I really love that. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna blend it even more. Just like so. It's really nice. It's really nice. Oh, love. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get ready. I'll show you what I'm wearing tonight. We're gonna go get some dinner, get some drinks, have a nice chill Friday night. And I'll show you what I'm wearing. Okay. This is the look for tonight. I love it. I felt like it was a little dressy for dinner, but I can't help it. It's super cute. Low rise, baggy pants. I think this is from the brand Still Here. It's actually a brand that I just discovered more recently. So really like it. Love the way it sits on your hips. It's like one of my favorite things when jeans sit just right on your hips and give that like baggy flair. Love it. And this one just does just that. Has some really cool details to it too. And then this shirt, I honestly don't know where it's from, so I will try to link it when I take it off and look. But it's really cute. I feel like I might have gotten it from Revolve, maybe. So I will check out the brand. And then Heaven Made, I think that's the brand for this necklace. Obsessed with it. Just got these new really cool Warby glasses that just came in today, and I've been obsessed with them. So I think they're tie all the accessories together just so nicely. And then I'm wearing a from Source Unknown little heel that is so beyond comfortable and just ties the whole look together. I love having a look where I'm comfortable but still looks really chill and chic. Love this look. All right, well, thanks for watching. See you next time.